Hey everyone, this is Nadia Themis. I Love People, our 5th episode, and I'm so happy today to be here with Michalis Economides. You know, being in finance world the last 70 years, I had the impression that, I met a lot of lawyers. They were like you were in the classroom teaching tort or criminal. And then I met Michalis.
Yeah.
Yes, then I met Michalis. Welcome, Michalis.
Thank you, my pleasure.
It's my honor having you here. Really, we are at your office, and thank you for the hospitality.
The pleasure is
And tell me now, traveling globally, I'm aware that the most lawyers, they're coming from 3rd, 4th, 5, maybe 10 generations of lawyer firms. So when I first met Michalis, my first question was, who are your parents? Classic annoying question, I know, but really, so are you lawyers of 5 generations?
no background in my family in the legal world whatsoever. My parents had nothing to do in the law industry. They're no lawyers. So everything came into my mind was purely my decision to become a lawyer. So in the firm, Economides Kranos, it was basically my decision to start it.
It's quite difficult. I mean, you know better than me, but I think that law industry is very demanding, competitive industry. It's not an easy task.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's definitely difficult to become a lawyer to begin with.
Yeah.
Second of all, it's very difficult and tough to get a decent position with a decent salary. So basically, you need to work really, really hard, and that's the only way forward. No excuses, nothing else, no favors from parents or anything, just work hard, and you're gonna get there.
So it's not what we say that believe in yourself and you will be rich and it's okay.
No, I mean,
you have to put the work in.
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing easy, nothing is given to you in silver plates. You have to work hard for it, and that was the case with me as well. As I told you, I started working in a law firm in London.
First of all, tell me, sorry for interrupting, but tell me why law?
Why law? I always loved the idea of helping people.
Okay.
Everything started from there. I mean, many people will believe that actually lawyers are spiteful or dangerous species or liars.
Sneaky.
I mean, okay, I'm not going to comment on that. But there are always exceptions. Of course, in any industry, you've got the exceptions that actually you can find the professional people that they do exactly what they say.
Yes.
Now, what was the question again?
Why you choose the law?
Again, to serve people. Everything started from there with the need to help people. It wasn't, the primary purpose was not to make money. It was a way to help people. And until today, after almost 10 years of practicing law, we regularly deal with cases that we do on a pro bono basis. That means pro bono that we do not charge, and we support families and people and individuals that they cannot afford a lawyer, and we do pro bono cases as well.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Well,
because of course it's amazing, Michalis, because believe me, I've met, because of the industry that I am, a lot of law firms, and actually they're very big shots. Law firms, they don't do charity, and that's amazing for your behalf.
The important thing, I mean, responding from what you said, big shows, you should never forget where you have started from, okay? Even from the bottom, you should always keep in mind.
Keep that in mind when you will be in the Forbes magazine, okay?
Now, always, you have to respect yourself, respect the people around you, and give. Always give. And that's, I mean, that's basically for my personal life as well in my professional life as well.
Amazing. I mean, I even love you more as we speak. And you said before 10 years practicing.
Yeah.
How old are you? I mean, I see a passionate, young, and already successful lawyer sitting next to me, and I'm very excited to be here and see you, because I admire people that you said before that you work hard. I admire the fact that you started from not a law firm, law family, excuse me.
Well, yeah, again, it comes back to the bottom line, the very simple thing, work hard. And that's basically even, as soon as I finished the army, which I did my full service, which I strongly believe that people should do military service. Straight after my military service, I went to London for my legal studies. I finished my LLB, my law degree at Queen Mary. Then I moved on at UCL, I did a master's in law, and then I did the barrister, the ICSL course, which is the bar vocational course, in order for you to become a barrister.
So you're a barrister in London?
I'm a barrister, a qualified lawyer in London as well.
Wow.
So even from the early days of my studies, I had to work really hard, and I always had a same, even back then when I was 19 years old, when I went for my studies, that I never accepted any compromises or any failures in my studies. Probably in my whole academic years of law studies, I've taken more than probably 90 or 100 exams, law exams, in all my degrees. And I always said to myself, Michali, do not allow yourself even to fail in one single exam. And that was the case. So I always I always put the threshold high.
Okay.
Because if you aim for an A+, the worst that you can get is an A. So, and this goes in everything in my life, not just in my studies, not just for work, but actually in your personal life as well.
So what is failure? And what is success? What do you think?
Well, failure, I mean, in my opinion, every single day we're faced with failures. Failures are good because they get you up and they make you stronger. Now, failure, it's debatable actually.
Okay.
I mean, the word failure is very subjective, okay? It's very subjective. One can say it's a failure for me, but it's a success for you.
Yes, exactly.
So it depends from which angle and from which perspective you're gonna consider that fact, that event that happened in your life. So now, of course, a failure in exams, it's a failure, okay, it's F, but fails.
Yeah.
But in everyday life, in work, in personal life, failures should be examples in order to make you better, stronger, and actually a better person, okay? Everything starts from there. Being a good person, and then everything else follows.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing, incredible. Yeah, totally agree with you. And I think that success is to be better from what we are yesterday.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
it's totally subjective. So you were in London, you worked in London?
Yeah, I worked in London in one of the top biggest law firms in the world.
That must be a very good experience.
Yeah, it was. And then at some point you need to evaluate everything in your life, and I took the decision to come back home and start something from here. Basically, start my career from Cyprus. I mean, Cyprus it's an excellent place to have a quality of life, set up your business, your family, and it doesn't mean that because we're a small country, it doesn't mean that we are deadlocked in anything, personally or in business-wise. Deadlock is always it's a state of mind.
Yes.
So being in Cyprus, you can travel anywhere in the world. Nowadays with the internet and everything, it's globalization, everything is online. So you can work literally anywhere in the world through your office in Cyprus. So I decided to come back here in Cyprus. I started as a trainee from the very bottom in one of the biggest top 3 law firms in Cyprus Again there, I didn't have any connection or family to push me and get me that position.
And sorry, but believe me, people in law industry, that's not easy.
Yeah.
I know, and I salute you for that. Really,
it's really hard. It's really hard.
I know. Yeah,
it's really hard because, again, you need to. I mean, as soon as I came back, following 3 degrees that I had from London, I had to start from the very bottom. That means that I was basically underpaid with a very small salary. And again, you have to take your bar exams here in Cyprus. So I had to take another 10 exams here. Even though I was qualified in London and I could appear before the House of Lords, in Cyprus, unfortunately, I had to take my exams again. So again, I didn't just sit back and lay back on the chair and said, you know what, I have 3 degrees and just take the exams in a very easy way, light way. So again, I took my exams. Again, I didn't accept any failures. I wanted to pass all of my exams in a very great marks. And actually, I was awarded. I was in 2 courses. I was awarded, and I ranked first in the whole Cyprus with my exams. And again, that was my own push to get me into where I wanted. So when you want to get something, you need to create the environment, and you need to create the facts to push you there. So I didn't want my parents to push me somewhere. Therefore, I created the circumstances to push me into getting a good position somewhere.
So it has nothing to do with luck?
Nothing, I mean, nothing, I strongly believe that nothing comes down to luck. And for people that actually sometimes, what we call them haters, don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what? It comes down to you. It comes down to you. If you wake up every single morning and you're negative, and you hate people that are successful and you see them as bad examples, that's not going to get you anywhere. If you want something, just go, find a way, and go and get it. So that's my state of mind that I always think around those lines.
Do you have to sacrifice things? You are a doer, that's for sure. You are a doer. Yeah. You are my kind of people, and I know that's not easy too. I mean, so you have personal life?
Yeah. First of all, a lot of sacrifices.
You have? Wow.
A lot of sacrifices, and again, through the last 10 years, yes, I sacrificed a lot. But actually it comes down to the right balance. Okay. If you manage to find the right balance between personal life and professional life, that's the best thing, because you can minimize the sacrifices. And even though that I had sacrifices, I wouldn't say there are sacrifices that I regret them, or I feel bad, because somehow I found a way to basically recover from those sacrifices. Daily we make sacrifices. Everything's all about choices. It's a choice and a state of mind if I'm going to just sit here and lose a case, or if I'm going to finish work. If I'm going to finish work after a very extreme long day, and I'm going to just sit on my couch and don't do anything, or if I'm going to finish my work and just go out there and start training, running at the gym, and doing the sports and the hobbies that I love.
So it all comes to what you want. What motivates you? What is that behind all this energy, all this passionate? Really, I'm very anxious to listen.
That's not a simple question or an answer.
Look, with you, we can talk for hours, that's for sure.
Yeah, what motivates me, it's, I would say, I'm gonna sound very dramatic, but what motivates me is it's life itself. First of all,
dramatic at all. It's inspiring.
Yeah, I mean, life is too short. In our line of industry, we see bad things happening every single day. Everybody can see in the news, media, around the world what's happening. So being able to wake up in the morning and have a house, have something to eat, have decent people around you, good people around you, this is the biggest motivation in life. To be able to have the basic small things that, believe me, a lot of people around the world do not have these basic things. So this is what motivates me. And what I want to do every single day, it's a new day, and every single day I want to be better than the previous day. In my personal life and in my professional life. We all do mistakes. Nobody's perfect, okay? We all do mistakes. So we see and we learn from the mistakes that we do. Let's say I did a mistake on Monday. On Tuesday I'm going to wake up motivated in order to find a solution to that mistake, or try to be a better person, a better professional in anything. And this is what keeps me going and motivates me in life.
You know, really, I'm very happy that I'm here today with you, because I will dare to say it. No offense.
Yeah, sure.
But most lawyers that I know, they are very cliquey. They think that there's someone. Sorry, but this is global, not just for Cyprus. And I'm very happy and really more honored now having this interview with you, that I see a very successful young man, because you are very successful, and success doesn't come always to money, although you are good, successful at that point too. But I see a humble person with a very good soul.
Yeah. Well,
you don't see that often.
Well, I can't really comment. This is for you, for people to decide.
This is my comment, yes.
Again, I can't really comment. It would be illegal to comment on my fellow colleagues. And it comes down to people to evaluate and judge people. Regarding the fact that you said I'm humble, yeah, and I think we should all be humble. And again, don't forget from where we started. Money comes and goes in a day, all right? So not everything in life is about money, of course. For me, priorities are other priorities: my personal life, my health, the people around me, my family. So the people that are close to you, that they live with you every single day, and they see the difficulties that you go through, in the good times and the bad times.
Yes, of course.
So priority is to be a humble person, respect again. This is what we started saying from before. Respect people, respect yourself, treat everybody in a very nice, equal way. And success doesn't always come quickly. And actually, it's more sweet when it's going to come at a bit at a later stage, after all those difficulties that you've been through.
Oh. And you said before a word that I'm waiting to ask you about. You said, I have my health, and I mean, how? I mean, you consume so much energy, and I'm waiting. Now I have here to ask you about your hobbies.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that picture you sent me, I loved it.
Yeah. Well.
What is the secret? What are you having? Tell me.
Well, what do I have? I get a very good dosage of positive thinking every single day, and just wake up with a smile. This is what I get. This is my drug, this is my addiction. I don't drink coffee, I don't really drink alcohol, I don't smoke. I love exercising, I love being out in the nature, anywhere. I love getting dirty out in the nature.
Yes, I've said that.
Again,
Wow.
I'm not one of those guys that you're gonna find me with the suit. Okay, of course, I wear a suit every single day I wear, but seriously, I can't wait when I finish my work just to go and put my shorts on and start my hobbies.
And motocross?
I do jet skis, I do quad bikes, I do 4x4 with cars in the mountains. I do marathons, I do trail running, I do cycling.
I remember for the marathon, because I've been watching Michalis, because really he inspires me. And I remember very clearly one day you are hurting. You are exhausted because you have the office too, which is very demanding, because you go global, and I will ask you in a bit. And still you were on the marathon, but you said keep going, keep going, keep going. And I said, oh my God.
Yeah, just to give you an example here about marathon. The sport of running, especially marathon distances, 43 kilometers.
43?
Yeah, 43 kilometers.
I'm tired already.
It's actually very similar, and I compare it with my daily life.
Okay.
It's always a marathon. So you need to, in order for you to run a marathon, a 43K marathon, you need months and months of preparation, hard work. And now, how do I balance hard work with preparing for a marathon? Well, let's say if I leave the office at around 7 o'clock, I'm going to go home, change my clothes, and you might find me running somewhere 9, 10, 11 o'clock in the evening. Again, it's a matter of choice. I have the choice just to sit on my couch and not move, which sometimes I do, don't get me wrong, I love it just to have my chill time.
I think you need to do that too.
But it's a matter of choice, getting up and go and do my sport. And what you said before, when I was suffering in one of my late marathon races, Again, yeah, after approximately 25 kilometers, because of the heat, because of sweating, because of all the environmental elements, at some point my feet started bleeding.
Yes, that's what I was
So both of my feet were bleeding. Again, I had a choice.
Yes, of course.
Either just sit there and just give up,
Yes.
or just, forget it, ignore it, get into a state of mind that you focus on your target and just go and do it. And this is what I did. I just focused and I said, you know what, I have around 18 more kilometers, just go for it, ignore the pain and move on. And this is what's happening with my work as well. Nothing is easy. Again, I'm repeating myself. Every single day we're faced with difficulties,
yes.
we're faced with problems, we fail, and then you need to get up, and you need to find that motivation, you need to find that state of mind, you need to get into that state of mind, being a winner. And again, here I'm going to clarify something.
Yes.
Being a winner does not mean that you're going to have to be first. A winner is to end that race, to complete that race.
That's amazing.
So that's the important thing. It's the progress, it's the process that will give you all those elements which are much more better than just feeling successful because you got the first place. So it's all about attempting, trying, failing and getting up and just go try and do it right.
So you need to be very disciplined.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, discipline is...
It's difficult to be disciplined, no?
Well, for people that they're not disciplined, yeah, it's difficult to get into that mode of discipline. However, I have learned, and now it's a lifestyle for me, it's discipline in a good way.
Yes.
To be over-disciplined, somewhere you're going to start forgetting the point of life. Now, but to have the right balance of discipline and freedom as well, and just being a bit lazy sometimes, which is nice, we all need it. You need to find that balance as well. And discipline is where it's going to get you. Discipline with hard work, nothing else.
You said 2-3 times the word balance.
Yeah.
So what is balance for you?
Balance is basically not to forget. Again,
yes.
I don't want to sound dramatic, but life is too short. Okay, so balance.
It's not dramatic, it's exciting.
Yeah. So balance your life, because you don't want to reach the age of 70 or 80 years old and just look back. Okay, what did I do? I used to spend 12-14 hours in an office, and what did I achieve? Okay, I achieved a good brand name for my company.
Yes.
I left, let's say, heritage. But that's not the thing. You need to have that balance. You need to have that balance in order for you to have the personal life. To complete you as a person, as a human being. And again, it comes down to the fact that we need to be good human beings. That's number one. Nothing else. That's number one. So, yeah.
And all these things, people, they brought many awards.
Yeah.
We have the award of Legal Crown, which is Legal Crown is an organization. It's a rating organization. If I say something wrong, please correct me.
It is a global rating legal organization, but we had basically the honor to be awarded as one of the top law firms in Cyprus.
And we have many law firms in Cyprus.
Yeah, we do.
We do. And then we have the Global Law Experts, where you've got the award for commercial law.
Yeah,
so you do many kinds of law, Michalis?
Yeah, in our law firm we cover A to Z. We cover all legal practice areas: corporate, commercial, litigation, family issues, tenancy. Nothing is too small, nothing is too big. We're not picky. Yes, we're professional, that we don't take junk work, but we respect every problem of our clients. Even if it's a very small problem, we're going to respect it and treat it in the very same way as a very big problem of a corporate client.
Saying that you are working pro bono, I mean, because without saying nothing is common. And then you have the other award that is from ACQ, and I can see that there were two. That is international, that is a personal award, and it's amazing because Michalis got which ACQ5, it's international law firm again rating?
That's it is a global international law organization that awards individuals and companies. And again, I had the personal honor.
Yes, and about personal game changer.
Yeah, it was game changer of the year. This was awarded to us around 1 or 2 months ago. Yeah. Again, it comes. I mean, well, the only
and
answer.
Only 33 years old.
I get that a lot. I get that a lot. I mean, people tell me, yeah, but how? You're just 33, and it goes back to the first subject where we started. Yeah, your father, your mother.
Yes. And then they are surprised.
No, guys, no background whatsoever. Again, you need to work hard to get everything. Basically at a younger age than my many other colleagues that they have reached this point. But it's not about numbers. It's not about the age. It's about how hard you want something and how willing you are to go and get it. Not just to say that I want that. But actually just go and get it. Nobody's going to bring it to you.
Yeah, we have many millionaires on the sofa. Millionaires, like philosophers of the sofa. So, you're an entrepreneur, you start on your own from the scratch. And out there we have many startups, we have many young people that they want to create their own businesses. What would you advise them?
Number one.
Is it difficult or shall they go for it? No? What do you think?
The answer is they should go for it. Absolutely, 101% go for it. Absolutely. Number two, which has become number one, because now I always go for it, so I've switched the priorities, is always follow your instinct. Always. Do not ever listen what others tell you. Don't get me wrong. Take advices from the people around you, but if you feel that you need to do something, and because you have a gut feeling that you need to do it, just do it. If everybody had the same ideas, if everybody had the same state of mind, mentality, intellectual abilities, ideas, concepts to provide new products or services, anything in this world, everybody would have been millionaires and billionaires. No. If you feel that you need to do something, just go for it and do it. If you feel that you need to take the risk and quit your job and start something on your own, just do it. And this is what I did. I was a partner in another law firm, and in March 2013, 1st of March 2013, before the crisis in Cyprus, 14 days before the crisis in Cyprus, I had my instinct saying, you know what, you've reached the point, now what, we need to take it to the next level. So the next level was to start something on my own. So I took the risk. I didn't even take weeks to think about it. I knew that
you were ready.
I was ready. I knew that I had to do it. Now, always you're going to have that fear. Always you're going to have that fear of risk. Otherwise it would have been so easy if we knew the outcome. So you have that risk, and I had that risk. 1st of March 2013, I took the risk to resign from my work. 14 days later, the economy crashed in Cyprus. So I was like, okay, what do we do now? What's happening? And I said, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to just carry on with my decision. I'm going to fight for it. And this is what I did. So this is for all the people out there that they want to start something on their own, just do it. Disregard what people tell you. Be very careful. Put everything on the table. Don't get me wrong. Don't do irrational, reckless things. Do not take random decisions. Think about those decisions. But if you have your gut feeling saying to you that you need to do it, just go for it and do it. Number three, of course, and this is what we said before, be humble. Everybody needs to start from somewhere. We started just one person with one secretary that we both left from the other firm. That secretary from back then, now she's my office manager. And that firm, that small office that we started roughly 4 years ago, it's now a 13-person law office here in Limassol.
In just, I mean, sorry for interrupting, but I want to highlight this for people. In just 4 years,
Yeah.
and the period of crisis, that Cyprus, it's better after crisis, the last 1-2 years maximum.
Yeah.
I mean, we had rough time for till 2016, and that's a brilliant mechanic.
So, I mean, to start something on your own, it's tough. Starting something in a crisis, it's even tougher.
Of course.
And yeah, through a period of 4 years, we have managed to bring the company, now it's a group of companies, we do other stuff as well, into a 13 people firm. We do corporate commercial, we have GFA Trust under our umbrella. I have created...
Franchise?
I have created Chambersfield. Which is an international legal brand. And from a small office that we were 2 people, now as I told you, we're 13 people here in Cyprus, and we have managed to put under our umbrella of Chambersfield 9 other countries. So now we are based in 9 countries in a period of 4 years.
When I said before Forbes, I wasn't joking.
No,
because I need to mention that for my global friends that will watch our live, is that for Cyprus, having an office of 13 persons, it's not considered to be a small firm. Because it's based on the country that you are. For Cyprus, it's medium firm.
Yeah, and I mean, to be honest,
very important.
That's important, definitely. But don't forget, it's not about the numbers as well.
About the numbers, yes.
I've got an excellent team of 13 people, and something that I don't want to forget and say to everybody. I haven't reached this point where I am today alone.
Okay.
I have excellent people around me. My teammates, we're a team, and without them, of course, I wouldn't have been here, and without them, I cannot take the group at the next level. So, nobody can achieve everything on his own. Yeah, I mean, we all have our limits, capabilities, we all get tired at some point, emotionally, physically, everything. So, it's a matter of finding the right people around you. And not just that I respect the people that are in my office. First of all, I don't consider them as employees. Okay, I consider them as family. We are family here. We're team members, and this is what makes our firm so great, because we come into our second home here, and this is a very important key for success. Having a working environment that actually people want to live there, and they treat, let's say, the managing director with respect, not because out of fear, but because of that genuine respect, because you respect them, they respect you. So we're all equal here. It's not Mr. Michalis Economides, it's not Mr. Managing Director, it's not Mr. Founder, no. It's Michael, it's Mike. It's the personal relationships that make our team so strong.
Wow, there is a saying, and I think that fits perfectly for your case, that they say the US Navy SEALs, they say that a unit play the game, but a team beats the odds.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that you are the case, and I'm not surprised for your success, Michael, because you have worked hard, and you are very mature businessman, mature and in personal life. So we come down to synergies too. As you said, because you franchise, you go global. So we are global.
Yeah, we are. I strongly believe in synergies. I strongly believe in having 100 minds thinking 100 together.
Minds, I like that.
It's much better than one mind. No matter how many degrees you have, no matter how smart you think you are or you actually are, when you put a team of 100 people or 200 or whatever the number is, or even a 2 people team, that's always better than one person. So I believe in synergies. And through our expansion through Chambersfield, I mean, we wouldn't have been able to expand in those 9 countries simply on our own. We need our partners there. We need those associates that they're going to support us, and we're going to support them as well. Now, I like to basically work with people. Now, it's sometimes debatable it's debatable if partnerships, some people, because again, we see problematic issues every single day at the course with partners having disputes and all that stuff. Now, some partnerships, like marriages, because that's a commercial marriage as well, they may work, they may not work.
Exactly.
Well, touch wood until today, because we have managed to bring our firm into a very good standard, and we have expanded without partnerships. We have expanded through associations. We do not foresee basically in the immediate future to do any mergers or acquisitions of I'm going to rephrase. Actually, acquisitions we might do because we want to expand even more aggressively. Regarding partnerships, we're always open, and we'll see where the future will take us.
And talking with you never ends because I have so many questions, but we have reached our time. And I want to ask you, Michael, so what is next?
What's next? Okay.
I'm sure there are many things in your mind.
This is a twofold answer that I'm going to give to you. One from my personal life perspective, and one from my business perspective. From a business perspective, what's next? There's always something next. I always, every single day, create new targets and goals. We're going to carry on expanding. We have a target that by the end of 2017, those 9 countries will become 20 countries. So Chambersfield will be in 20 countries. We plan to...
20?
Yeah.
Wow.
And we're already working those synergies. GFA Trust, which is our sister company, let's call it, in our group, it's actively and aggressively getting out in the global market. That's not considered to be a Cyprus local firm. We basically do services in 21 countries. So we're in 21 countries through GFA Trust. So more aggressively getting our products and services out there, carry on being professionals, being experts in what we do, be honest and true with our clients and respect our clients. So this is our immediate plans from a business perspective. From a personal perspective, what's next? I'm going to carry on with my hobbies. I'm going to put new challenges, and I already have set new challenges. I'm going to go and climb the Mount Everest.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God!
Down the line I've got Kilimanjaro as well, and I've got Mont Blanc as well. So those 3 are my...
quite big challenges because I know, because I love climbing. You need months of preparation before, you need
sacrifices, time,
you do.
efforts,
But I think it's your cup of tea.
Absolutely, and this is what keeps me going. I really look forward to those challenges.
Wow. In the beginning I asked Michael what is his star sign. He says Pisces. And I said to him that there are the small fish and there is the shark. I think you're a shark. You are a shark. Don't be humble, this is my comment. This is my comment. Really, Michael, I'm very impressed, really. And I have so many ideas that I want to do with you. I want to in my workshops. I want you to speak with people. I mean, really, I know where to find you. Yes, I do, and believe me, I will.
Thank you. And definitely, we can do things. And it's always, again, new minds, new ideas can get everybody ahead.
Yes, and I'm repeating myself, but it's important that you started from the scratch. Sorry for repeating, but for me it's the highlight of for you, and from no law background, no academically, but your parents, your family, and you reach out, you're having a company now globally in 21 countries. It's not easy. Because I live in the global world, it's not easy to go global, people, it's not easy. And I salute you for that too.
Thank you very much, I appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you so much for being with us. Thank you very much,
my pleasure.
You want to say a hi, a bye, something to the people watching?
I just want to thank everybody that was with us today.
Thank you all.
Keep the hard work and move on with your dreams and plans.
And if you have questions, because we couldn't see the comments, we will get back. If there's a question from Michael, he will reply. Thank you all, people. Thank you, Michael, so much. I'm so inspired. I want to go and write an article just for you, really. Thank you.